Will Lagos real estate crash if non-indigens stop buying real estate in the state? This has been a topic for serious contention in recent times in the industry. And this contention was as a result of the utterance made by the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Muda Shairu Obasa, when he said the legislative arm of the state would enact law that will favor indigents as it relates businesses, titles, and properties. This definitely did not go down well with so many real estate players, developers, investors, and middlemen alike. So because of this utterance, so many investors have slowed down on investing in Lagos real estate. Some have even gone as far as pulling out of some of the investment plan they keyed into already. And this has given rise to questions in the industry at would Lagos State real estate crash if investors from other states, investors that are non-Yorubas, stop investing in real estate in the state? So this is what we'll be looking at today on this channel. Hi, I'm Patrick, your realtor, and I welcome you to this channel. On this channel, we discuss topical issues affecting real estate investments and the industry at large. We discuss issues that affect the buying processes and the decision making of real estate players when it comes to buying, selling, or procurement of properties in Lagos and other parts of Nigeria. Your first time coming across our channel, do want to like our videos. When you like our videos, you make our contents reach greater audience. And once our contents reach greater audience, more people learn from us, just the way you are learning from our content. Like our videos, make our videos go viral, and you'll be helping us inform more people so they can make wise investment choices as it relates real estate procurement. Do well to also subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification button so that each time we drop new content like this, you'll be the first to see our content. I remain Patrick, and when we get back from this short break, we'll be going straight to our topic: will Lagos real estate crash if non-indigens stop investing in real estate in the state? So welcome back, everybody. Now, before we go into discussing if Lagos real estate will crash if non-indigens cease from buying properties in the state, I would want to ask these both questions. Now, the first question is, if as a non-indigen I hear this utterance by the Speaker of the House of Assembly, would I be happy? The answer to that is no. The next question I would ask is, would I boldly advise anyone to buy real estate in Lagos as a non-indigen after this utterance? The answer will be no, because my thinking would be predicated on ethnic inclinations. So I would not want to advise anyone to buy real estate in Lagos as a non-indigen after that utterance. The next question will create a contradiction to the two questions raised earlier, and this will be, will non-indigens stop buying real estate in Lagos? And the answer would still be no. I would give you an argument to support the answer I'm giving to this question. Now, after knowing all this, after asking these three questions and getting no from these three questions, then I would go further to ask, will Lagos real estate crash? Knowing fully well that non-indigens are very unhappy about that utterance and would not advise anyone to buy real estate in Lagos, but will still buy real estate in Lagos. These questions would pose serious contradiction, and this contradiction definitely will make us reach logical ends because we are saying we do not want to buy, but we will still buy. We would understand all this as we go further in our discussion. It is a fact that Lagos over the years have been a basket for collaboration, a basket for developmental collaboration, and a melting pot for different individuals and different businesses. I hope we all agree to this. And this can be traced back to historical times, pre-colonial and colonial times, as far back as 1861, when Lagos was annexed by the British, and it was all for business, it was all for trade. That annexation was all for trade benefits by the people of Britain. Now, and Lagos was unpicked because of its strategic location and the resources, the water resources, which covers the state. There can always be easy transportation of commodities, resources from Lagos down to the colonial cities in Britain. Now, we all would agree that Lagos over time has been a melting point. Different tribes, different nationalities, different people come together over the years, and that has made Lagos the commercial hub of Nigeria and one of the greatest commercial hub in Africa. Now, I have to be very careful with this statement because this will definitely spur up sentiments in the mind of indigenes of Lagos or those from the Yoruba tribe, and they will be like, oh, this is what we are saying. Lagos belongs to Yorubas. Yes, Lagos belongs to Yorubas, and everybody knows that Lagos is a Yoruba state, and everyone who finds themselves in Lagos would definitely respect and promote the cultures and traditions of the indigenous people of Lagos State. It's a fact that Lagos is a Yoruba state. Now, it's also true that Lagos is a melting pot and a basket for collaboration, for developmental collaboration. Now, knowing all this, what non-indigenous want to know is, will the utterance by the Speaker of the State House of Assembly become reality? This is what non-indigenous want to know. Now, one thing I know for sure is, and I'm aware the state government and every state government knows this, is that advancement and progress can only happen through collaborative efforts. Everybody coming together to see that something happens. And this is tied to the dream of Lagos. That is the mega city dream which Lagos has, that at a particular point in the coming years, Lagos would attain that state of a mega city. Now, that can only happen through collaborative efforts, and the advancement and the progress of the state is tied to this effort by everybody, knowing fully well that from time immemorial, Lagos has been tagged the commercial hub, and different individuals from different background, different ethnicity, different nationality are all contributors to this common goal. And this dream will be cut short if the utterances of Muda Shairu Obasa becomes reality. This dream will be cut short, and this definitely would not happen. So, if Lagos goes ahead to implement laws that would affect non-indigenes, the dream of making Lagos a mega city definitely would not be achieved. Real estate in Lagos would now move towards the direction of crashing. understand what I've just said. If this is allowed, this is what will happen. If Muda Shairu's dream becomes a reality, then real estate in Lagos would be on a steady decline, because people, non-indigens, would pull out their resources, their investment, and look for other juicy and favorable environment to invest in. We must understand that there are so many businesses in Lagos, and government actually understands that policies affect human relations. Government policies, political policies affect human relations, affect businesses. Now, the state would not want to injure itself or shoot itself by promoting certain policies that will be injurious to the sustainability and the promotion of this mega city dream. The state definitely would not want that. That aside, I know for sure that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria gives citizens the right to own properties. I think you'll find that in Chapter 4, Section 43 of the Nigerian Constitution, if I'm not mistaken. It gives citizens the right to own, properties and have businesses. I know for sure that the Constitution guides our activities, and if there is any law that is inconsistent with the provisions of the Constitution would always prevail. That law, to the level of its inconsistency, would be considered null and void. All these are provisions in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, as far as you're getting your properties legally through the right source, nobody can take your properties away from you. And to think of it, so many non-indigens have invested massively and greatly in Lagos, Nigeria, and all these are the reasons why Lagos is what it is. The businesses, the banks, the international companies, all these are owned by non-indigens. Most of these companies are owned by non-indigens. So how do you start? How do you do what you want to do? This only points to the myopic and the shallow view of politicians as we have them in Nigeria. Everything cannot be political. Sometimes you have to be logical before you make certain utterances. So the Constitution definitely is there to guide the activities of men, guide the activities of citizens, and there is no way non-indigens can lose their properties, their businesses in Nigeria. We are all Nigerians. I cannot see Lagos real estate crashing anytime soon, and it can only crash. The truth is, it can only crash if non-indigens decide to leave the state. Even when non-indigens say they would stop buying real estate in Lagos, will the non-indigens be leaving Lagos? Will their businesses be taken out from Lagos? Even when you stop buying real estate, as far as you are still domiciled in the state, you live in the state, you do your businesses in the state, real estate will not crash. Because as far as we continually have the influx of people into the state, real estate will continue to thrive, because the more population would mean the more housing that will be need to cater for these people. The more businesses you see in the state would simply mean that the more real estate needed to cater for these businesses. Businesses don't exist in space, they exist on land. You will need properties, you will need shops, you need malls, you need offices to do your activities, and all these are tied to real estate. So the only time real estate would crash in Lagos is when every non-indigene would leave the state, every business owned by non-indigene would leave the state. That is when, okay, we can say, okay, Lagos state real estate is heading for doom. But if that is not the case, even when people are not buying new properties, real estate would not crash. All that will happen is that the real estate that exists right now would be overburdened, and there will be too much competition on the limited real estate that exists in the state, because the more you have people, the more competition would exist for renting houses, for renting shops, for renting business centers. So that would still mean that those who already have real estate would make more money. So real estate definitely will not crash. As far as we continually have the influx of businesses, the influx of people into Lagos State, real estate in Lagos will not crash. All that would experience would be a situation whereby demand exceeds supply. And once demand exceeds supply for a necessary commodity like housing, like real estate, then you would find a situation whereby owners of real estate will take advantage of the situation and hike the value and the price of rent for housing and for businesses. So if Lagos real estate will not crash, if the utterances by Muda Shairu or Basa will be considered as null and void and as very, very irrational, why shouldn't you want to invest in real estate? Why would you not want to make money investing in an environment that would guarantee you high returns on investment? Now, this is left to you to ponder about. I am not in any way saying you must buy real estate in Lagos. I'm just giving you a different view to this whole situation, because the arguments we've been seeing here and there would be people saying real estate in Lagos will not crash, not giving us logical reasons, while others are saying I am not going to buy real estate because of this. So I'm trying to create a level playing ground for you to understand the intricacies of all these events as they exist in the real estate space in Lagos, so that you don't make the mistake of not doing what you ought to do because you fear that something that definitely will not exist will happen. So the truth is, people still are buying real estate. Non-indigenous are buying real estate. If you think you would want to buy real estate in Lagos, as far as you're buying lands that are not committed, as far as you're buying safety, go ahead and buy your property. Nobody will take your lands away from you. That is just the truth. Now, this event, as they've unfolded, should be an eye-opener to every other person, investors, non-indigens in Lagos, Nigeria, that try as much as possible to develop your own city, your own state also. I know that Lagos definitely will not crash, but this event should be a reason why everybody, every state governor, people from other states should want to develop real estate in their state. And it's already happening. It's already happening. We are seeing the Abuja real estate market taking shape. We are seeing the same in Port Harcourt. Very soon, I heard there will be a refinery in Port Harcourt. There will be a port also in somewhere, I think somewhere in Anambra State. So with all these developments coming on board, investors now should start looking at other places in Nigeria, because Lagos alone cannot cater for the housing deficit, cannot solve the problem of the housing deficit as they exist in Nigeria. This event should make us want to develop other cities in Nigeria, so that development would be equal, and it will go overboard. Everybody will be affected. Every state will be affected. Now, Lagos real estate will not crash. I am not justifying the utterances of Muda Shairu Obasa. His utterances were totally uncalled for, very illogical and highly unnecessary. And I know for sure it would have been called to order, because anybody that understands business and how certain political statements would affect the business climate would not want to make such statements. And I definitely know he has been called to order, because everything cannot be political. So that is that about that. Will Lagos real estate crash? No, Lagos real estate will not crash. As far as we continually experience the influx of people and businesses into the state. I hope you've gained value for your time. Now, if you're non-indigene, I'm only trying to make you understand what exists in the real estate space in Lagos and why you need to play down a little ethnic bias and see things logically. Like I already advised, try to diversify your property portfolio base. Invest in other places in Nigeria. Invest in your home state. Invest in other places so that development can go overboard. But do not forget, real estate in Lagos is still very massive, and this is where the money is. And if you want to enjoy massive returns on your investment when it comes to real estate, then it is Lagos. Other states can definitely catch up. Yes, there's room for other states to catch up, but until that time, Lagos is still a place for you to invest in real estate. I would have wanted us to talk deeply on this particular topic, but the video is already getting too long, so I would also have to stop at this junction. I hope you've gained value for your time. I remain Realtor Patrick, and do well to like our video, subscribe to our channel, go through our past content. For questions, for advice, for consultation, my number is on the screen. You can always reach out to me. The link to my WhatsApp is in the description below. Once you come in there, you get in touch with me directly. Do well to leave your comments. I would want to see your reactions and see your comments about this particular content, please. For everyone who has seen this content, please try as much as possible to leave your review, leave your reaction, so that I can understand your, I can help you the more and understand your view about this whole issue. Until we see again, stay safe, say no to ethnic rivalry, and stay peaceful. Until we see again, peace.